It's me! So it's a pretty day outside, so I figured I'd give all of my stuff, all of my reviews outside. So I'm sitting on my swing and doing it. I'll do 3 separate videos just because I want to. Alright, first is Surrender. Surrender had an excellent beginning that was just ridiculously terrifying. Like, she's sitting on the bridge and just, smoking a cigarette and not giving a fuck about anything that's going on here. Absolutely loved that whole scene that she did there. I love that from there, Amanda Plummer is just a gem. And I just watched your video and I forgot that she was Honey Bunny in, fucking Pulp Fiction, and super, a woman's got range, you know what I mean? We'll talk about her more, but I just love Vatic so much. She's probably one of my favorite bad guys that we've got so far. I loved the cute love scene that we had. Just the entire story that we told with, with Troy and Riker. Love the whole story that we told. I love that she's like, I should have taught you another word, like Yutaro or whatever, instead of Imzadi. Loved that. I thought that was hysterical to go ahead and be like, yep, that needs another word because you beat me up with Imzadi. But I love the way he says it. It sounds so sensual, the way that he says it, like Imzadi. You know what I mean? How could you ever get tired of that? But I like that we finally got the story about what happened. You know what I mean? She dulled his senses and stuff like that and let him feel it. And I like that she realized she was wrong because there is no straight line to grief and stuff like that. I love that entire... I like that we got some resolution. I liked the whole... I did like the bashing of the house, actually. Because, they were staying there and, they forgot that they were staying there for, the wrong reasons now. I do agree with you that part of me is they're kind of, there's bashing going on of choices from other writers, but it is what it is. I don't necessarily take it they're bashing the writer's choices, or just take it they're bashing we don't want to stay there anymore. We want to be together someplace else, leaving Nepenthe. Tavreen, yep. You are right. It is a cliche to go ahead and shoot someone and then shoot the completely other person. Well, Tavreen has had a lot of side character exposure here, so it's interesting how we just have that for this whole thing. It's a little sad because I like woman Vulcans. I think I like the vibe for it. We don't see as many female Vulcans. We only see men. So again, I like the concept of women Vulcans, and of course we kill her fast. Next, Worf coming to save them, and of course, coming to save Riker and Deanna in the way that he does. For someone who is totally all about peace, he got no problem impaling people. So I love when he comes out and you said it in your video, but I swear to God, I'm watching Riker's reaction. Worf goes on and on about how important and how much he cares about Deanna, and Riker's like, hello, standing right here. Is this part more of the torture? What's going on? I just loved it so much. I thought the whole entire scene was hysterical. Worf is probably the funniest person in this entire series so far, and I just love him so much, and there's so many other parts where he's just great. So data memories I wrote down, spot, and then pissed off and stuff like that. So I do like that we went back through Data's memories. We did decide, so something that I heard on a podcast earlier is there's 2 people who we still haven't included in here, Tasha Yar and Will Wheaton. What the fuck? Beverly's son. What the fuck? Why can't I remember his name? Anyway, Will Wheaton. What they did was, having watched the entire series, is that they did that nice moment with the holographic thing with Tasha, and then they talked about Will Wheaton's character a lot. So they did bring them. They just couldn't bring them personally into the whole thing. So I liked that. I did like the concept of, here are my memories and now they're yours and stuff like that, because it's still kind of sweet and cute and whatever. And then I liked, the whole joining together to do whatever. That's weird. My AirPods just made a weird sound. Hopefully you heard me. I wrote down Jordy. Jordy's just great across the board as well. Jordy's another star player of the show. Jordy going back and forth, like begging and, I hope he comes out and I hope he is who he's going to be and stuff like that. Rafi's fight scene, I do like. You can definitely, not that Rafi wasn't good at fighting before, but like you can see the impact. We haven't seen her and Worf together a lot. Like we've had some time. We haven't seen them together a lot, but you could see the impact that Worf has had on her with her training style, with how she handles things, stuff like that. Just really enjoyed that fighting scene of her with like the 2 sword thingies or whatever. That was great. I wrote down fucking salads. Vatic, oh, she's so good. Like, and then, knowing what was gonna happen next, fucking salads. We had a feeling that Jack was gonna do his whole, double cross, blah, blah, blah thing. But fucking salads was great. And then her death was actually really cool, too. And then it was totally, like, it was definitely, let's freeze them to death. And then shatter her into a million pieces while she falls into the warp core of an exploding ship. Like, they were like, this bitch dead. Like, she never gonna come back again. This bitch dead. So I thought that was funny and interesting how they were like, no, she's super dead. She's not little ordinary dead. She's super dead. So I thought that was funny. I did write down here, 7 was Shaw. Shaw is like one of my favorite characters in the show. Shaw pretty much giving 7 a ration of shit for saving him. And she's like, tough. That's what I did. Now, mind you, it is, it does break her heart with all the stuff that happens, like Tavreen dying and stuff like that. Like, but you could see that they have like this great relationship where she's like, tough. I'm not sacrificing you. Suck it up, Buttercup. So I thought that was great. Watching the strike, I don't know, it was very cathartic watching the strike be destroyed into a million pieces. Like, and he went to her and he was like, you have reserved the privileged, and she was like, attack, or whatever she said. It was just fucking so great. Watching Deanna come on board and then watching them all go around the round table, I got very like nostalgic. Again, it's only been, hasn't even been a year of me watching this, and already nostalgic, and I get like their nostalgia and stuff like that. But yes, I got with that. I really liked that we did mention the Data death. I was afraid we were going to gloss over that and, do the whole thing. But, like, I do like the way that they spun it, where it was like, look, that Data is dead, but this Data is not. Just different variations. So they did a really good job of, like, now that I'm after I've watched all of it, of, like, showing us how this Data is different. And I really love that, because it's one thing to say I'm different, and it's another thing to completely act different. So enjoy that. And then last, watching the whole Jack and Deanna thing together. It's interesting that, like, nobody up until this point has been able to really reach Jack the way that Deanna has. One of the things that I'm finding really great about this is that, like, I know Gates McFadden had a weird relationship at the end. I don't think, Martina, what is her name? Martina, something like that. Had a weird relationship with it, but I feel like these women came back and they were like, look, I'll come back if you give me some cool shit to do. Do not make me sit there and, like Galaxy Quest, like repeat the same fucking thing that is coming over the board, because I won't come back for that. It needs to be some shit. So they came back and they did some pretty cool stuff, and I enjoyed that. I was very irritated at the end of that episode, though, because I was totally like, come on, you gotta fucking say something important. If you go through another thing where we don't tell us, like, what officially happened, I'm gonna be annoyed. So it was great that, we went to the end, but like I said, I liked this one because it was surrender. Like, every episode is surrender, like, it's named something, rather, that it's like, that means more than you think it does. And I guess that's the point of, Picard and how it does things. So, yeah, I already heard how you liked it. I'm curious what your thoughts are with this. It was good. I mean, like, it was a good episode. It wasn't my favorite of the ones so far, but, like, it was good. I like it. I like it pretty good. I feel like the Data part drug out a little bit long, but I guess we had to. And you mentioned something about, like, what about before and all that other good stuff. If I remember correctly, they were, like, background, whatever, whereas the two predominantly ones were supposed to be Lore and him. But, like, I agree with you. I liked The very first time that they did it, where he was like, I am before, I'm soon, I am blah, blah, blah. Like, I was hoping they'd steer more into that instead of it just being data and lore. Like, we've done that before. Can we do more when it comes to that? I don't know. Just my thought. Okay, I'm going to start on the next one. All right, bye.